There be light, and there was light. Words of the said Godmother Eve. So we are looking at this symbol of God in Judaism, and really just showing the reference in numerical construct here as in the Bible, which I have been showing that a lot of the learnings that we have been taught is really a numerical construct of the scriptures. But if we get to understand those constructs, we probably will learn more about ourselves. Not probably, I feel we would learn more about ourselves. And hence, here in this illustration, we can see that the same is true in numerical value for this name of God in Judaism. So I have done a couple videos really showing this. I just thought I would do a short video to really show again how everything is interrelated. We have had from adding these numbers here, or the word of God rather. So we have done this HE, which equals 13 as here. And we had 2 13s, which I have seen is very reflective in the scriptures, where God created man in his own image and likeness. Everywhere we see he created, or he, the word he is actually reflection of God in numerical value. And hence the reason why we see the masculine energy has portrayed God very much in our society. So we see he and the male masculine is like, well, it's, as I say, portraying God, but it's to remember that he is also a derivative of the word her or she, and so on, or hers. I have done a video on that as well. So basically, here we can see that we have these 2 aspects which would show the male and the female. So we could say that there is a he here, and this other he is a derivative of she or her, and so on. But there are 2 aspects, and hence Mother Eve is striking the balance for us to see that both elements of male and female is necessary to create equilibrium in our world, or in the earth. So here we have done the numerical values here. We added these figures onto the side, which is 8484, and it was really amazing that we had this this uniformity of letters right here. Just do this here so you can see, and adding this together gave us a total of 24. Of course, 2 plus 4 is 6, and this is the number of man. So we can see God here is reflecting the number of man, or if we were to say the tree of life is reflective of the number of man. When we say the number of man is 6, which also is saying that man, as we know today, we are the result of an experiment of 6 figures. In fact, I was watching the Egyptian gods, I think it is called, or the gods of Egypt, and I could see the symbols there with the 6 gods in the symbol, where, and it was very nicely done that it would say it would speak of man and show this figure, which when we watch when we watch TV in this numerical sense, we can see all these messages are very clear. Okay, so what I thought I would do this very short video on, of course we know this equals 26 in numerical value and numerical value. But of course, when we do the numerical value here of IHV8, we have 11 because 8 plus 8 is 16. This would be 20, 29. 2 plus 9 is 2 plus 9 is 11. So of course 11 as well. When we write 11, ELEVEN, that gives us 9, and 9 gives us 6, and so on. And of course, if we did 6, it would give us 7. So it's just to show here. Of course, 7 would be inclusive of the day of rest. Now, another way of doing this as well, we see that 24 is 2 plus 6, as I've said, and 6 we have learned is 6. We have learned equals 7. In case you are new to this, we add 1 plus 9 plus 6, the numerical value of the letters. And of course, this is how we have 15, 16, 1 plus 6, it becomes 7. 7 becomes 20. Of course, when we write the word 7, S-E-V-E-N, here we have Mother Eve in the middle of it. 1, 5, 4, 5, 5. Adding this together gives us 20. Of course, again, if we did the numerical value for the word 20, brush. Oh, we've shortened the God's legs. Okay. 20 is 7, 2, 5, 5, 5, 2. Add this together is 15. This would be 24, 25, 26. 2 plus 6 equals 8. 8 is the number which is the symbol of infinity. It probably means that whilst we are doing these numerical values, as long as we get on to 8, which is not, because I have showed how 8 is also not, N-O-T, which is 2, 6, 5, 11, 12, 13. That gives us 4. When we do the numerical value for the word 8, it gives us 4. So not here is really why it is the symbol of infinity. Everything returns back to source, to 8, and we can see how it is, how everything is a cycle. Now, another thing that has just come to mind here is that everything is a cycle, and when we have this knot, it's as if breaking from the knot, which is what Mother Eve did. Mother Eve broke off the fruit, if we like, by eating the fruit. Of course, the word eat is really 8, E-A-T, and we have 2, 1, 5, so we see that this is 8. And to eat means that there have to be a result of what we eat. We always know that now. We learn this, that's the case. Everything we eat gets digested, and that is the breaking of the cycle. And that's what Mother Eve did. Broke off the cycle. Okay, and so we see that knot, which is a knot in the middle as well. And of course, when there's a knot in something, it means that it is unbroken, and or it reinforces something, and that's why 8 is also synonymous with knot. So we are required to break of that knot to start a new cycle. Hence why the word beginning, B-E-G-I-N-N-I-N-G, equals 9. I won't go further in the sum anymore. So it equals 9. 9 is beginning. And so with number 8, we see every time we get to 8, it represents that cycle. So God is in, this is God. This is in the cycle, 2, 13, 26. This is God. This is whole. Everything is a derivative or from this place, from this source. And Mother Eve has taught us to come alive or to branch out of the God form, because this is where God formed man in his own image after his likeness. So, or the God divided, these are all acts or that we perform and reflect God, or the God saw, or the God said, the God who spoke, or the God who moved, the God who ended, or the God who blessed, or the God who breathed, the God who planted. These are all about the 14 gods, or the God who caused. So all the gods are functions of beginning or of a new cycle. And so here, that's why we have the 14 gods. Of course, 1 plus 4 equals 5, and they are part of all. Mother Eve encompasses all the gods, the 14 gods that we read of in Genesis, which I have just named. So in case you are new to this channel, these are the gods. They are gods of action, if you like. Okay. Another thing that I really wanted to point out, how we also get this 26 as well, to show how God how God reflects in us. So we have these 2 figures here on 4 here as well. So we have the 24. So how I wanted to show how God is also reflective again is getting the sum of 24. 20 is actually the word 20 is 26, and 4 is actually 6. So if we add this together, we would have 32. So we can see how Mother Eve as 32, 3 plus 2, is also very reflective in the God form, because Mother Eve is central in everything. Okay. Perhaps we ought to really do this here. 5, 5, 5, 2, 7, and add this up. This is 15. Well, 15, 17, 18, 19, 26. This is 2 plus 6 is 8. So in 20, which is foundational, we have God being reflected here. And that's why we see the word 20, or even as 20 as a symbol, we see that it denotes unity, which is 2. It's south, it is strength, it is rock, it is partnership, the number 2. Everything 2 is. Nothing happens, well, one has to break in 2 to make something happen. And then 4, of course, is 6, 6, 3, 9. Adding these together would give us 18, 19, 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. So if we added 6 plus 8, that would give us 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. So this is what I mean in another way of really seeing Mother Eve reflective here. Mother Eve is reflective here. So we have seen the number 5 and the number 8 showing right here. So there we are. This is where Mother Eve ate of the fruit, and the mouth equals 5, and we can see we have 8 here. So these are all reflective of God, or Mother Eve as God. And here we have for the word ate, which of course Mother Eve ate of the fruit, that also equals 8. So I feel perhaps I should just leave this one right here, because I feel I've covered what I wanted to in this particular presentation. So thank you for watching. It's short, but I hope you get something from it, just to see how the numbers are all correlating and reflective of God in us. Thank you. Let there be light, and there was light.